Welcome to the home workout series. I am Lauren Saracion Herrera, the owner of Pilates Barbell Club and developer of PBC 5x7, the original strength conditioning and Pilates system for women. In this workout series, you can do it at home. You're basically going to need the amount of space that a yoga mat takes up. Instead of dumbbells, our heavier weight are going to be gallon jugs, and you're going to want to buy Crystal Geyser, although we don't get any endorsements from them. These ones, because they have a handle, and we're going to utilize this handle much like a kettlebell and dumbbell. We're also going to be using a lighter weight with the 1.5 liter size. And if these get to be too heavy for you, go ahead and just get a can or a different type of water bottle. We're also going to use either paper plates, which you may have in your cupboard. You just need 2 of them. Or you can go ahead and buy some furniture sliders. Either way, either one is going to work. It just depends on what you would like to use. Lastly, you need the size of a yoga mat. You don't necessarily actually need a mat. All right, get ready for today's workout. Welcome to workout number 17. Your lower body workout is going to incorporate balance and the squat. It's a single leg squat. So what we're going to do is just stand on one foot. Start with your feet underneath your hips and then bring one leg up. You're going to squat down and your non-working leg is going to go back as far as you can. Come back up. Now your range of motion is going to increase or be based on the amount of strength you have and your flexibility. So it's going to look different on everyone. I'll show you from the side. And I'm going to stay on my strong leg. Left leg's going to come up. I'm going to squat down, come back up. And so you don't feel too bad about yourself, let me show you how weak this left leg is. Not much, right? Come back up. There's lots of scar tissue in my left leg. It's not as strong as my right one. So that's the range of motion I have to work with my left leg. Your upper body exercise is one of my favorites because it reminds me of traditional Pilates exercises, but it also kind of incorporates what's new and hip in the fitness world right now. So we're going to set ourselves up like a side bend. So we're kind of in that lounge Greek goddess. I'm kind of like a statue right here. The top leg's foot is in front of the bottom leg's foot, and my bottom hand is lined up with my hip. I'm going to press myself up into a side plank position. When I thread the needle, I'm going to push my hips up. So my hips are going to go up, and I'm going to aim this hand towards my knee, and it's going to feel so good in my waistline. You will definitely be aware that you are working your waist. You can, of course, add weight. So our starting position is in the plank. Thread the needle, come back down. Thread the needle, and come back down. You can do the single leg deadlift with row with the gallon. It'll definitely be a lot more challenging. So we'll get ourselves set up. I'm going to be nice to myself and do it on my stronger leg. So remember to make it harder on your core, wherever your weight is, that's the leg that you're going to lift up. So I'm going to get nice and stiff, sit back in that heel, bend over, make sure my hips are square, row, straight, and then stand. So for our traditional core exercise, one of my favorites, this is called Windmill. I'm going to show you body weight with a light weight and then with a heavy weight. So for your body weight, we're going to really focus on isometrics so that you focus on using the whole backside of your body so you can stretch the front, and you're just going to squeeze your muscles really hard. That's your isometrics. So if I'm going to have my right arm overhead, that means that my right toes are facing forward. So right arm overhead, right toes facing forward. My heels, again, are going to be a little bit wider than my hips. Remember that hip position is talking about the hip bone, not the sides of your legs. So as I go down, I'm going to look at my hand, sexy hip on the right. I'm going to push my right butt cheek out to the side, and I'm going to come down. My fingertips are touching the floor. I'm slightly bending the opposite knee. And then as I come up, I'm going to center my hips and then center my head. So I'm going to look straight ahead again. Now isometrics, I'm going to pull my shoulders back. And I'm really going to emphasize sticking out my butt, pulling the shoulders back So I really feel all that upper body postural activation come back up. Postural activation isn't anything real. I'm just saying you're gonna feel it here, okay? So now we're gonna add some weight. I'm gonna switch sides just so I don't overtrain my right side. You can grab a light weight. Remember, if my left hand is up to the ceiling, that means my left toes are facing forward, and I'm gonna point my right toes out. Sexy hip on the left, so I'm gonna push that left butt cheek out of the way, glide down, and if I press my palm forward, the back of my hand and forearm against my leg, I'm gonna help open up my chest even more. Then we come back up. Sexy hip on the left, glide down, slightly bend the opposite knee, come back up. Now a heavier weight, if this were a kettlebell, I don't know if you've seen a kettlebell yet, but we would have the kettlebell draped around our forearm. But since we have a water bottle, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna keep it on the left side for now. I'm gonna make sure that my right toes are facing out, my left toes are facing forward. This water bottle is gonna go overhead. Push the left hip out of the way, remember sexy hip, glide down, come back up. Now what's really cool about this is that I really don't know how much this gallon weighs, but the water's moving. So it's adding another element that I wasn't expecting to my core workout. So this is really cool. So after all of that, spine twist is gonna feel really good because everything's really hot right now, meaning your body temperature. So getting the size of your legs to stretch is going to be really, really effective right now. You're gonna have your legs together or separate. Whatever you want, just try to get your toes and your kneecaps to face up to the ceiling. The closer your legs are together, the more of a stretch you're gonna get on the side of your leg. Arms up to a T, twist, center, twist, center. All we're focusing is stretching the outside and the inside of the legs and rotating the spine.